Good morning and welcome to BizChicks TV, the place to be for tips, tools, and strategies to help you build a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. Today is Tuesday. Every Tuesday, the Digital Diva is in the house to help us with our social media and digital marketing. And so Terry Johnson online from New York City is with us. And so make sure you get your paper, your pencil, put your seat in its upright position. Get ready to learn. Get ready to take action. Because here's TJ.
I
TJ.
love that. I love that you said take action because that's a big part of it. I mean, we talk about this every Tuesday and on BizChicks Weekly, we talk about a lot of things you need to do: money, health, your mindset, all of that. And it's good to listen to us, but you got to take action. That's the second part of it.
Yep.
And I love that you said that. And it ties into what we're talking about today, which the topic is standing out online. How to get your business to stand out online. A big part of that is branding. I know I talk about marketing a lot, but it's you need both marketing and branding. So that's why I'm starting to talk about branding a lot now, because you hear talk about web 3.0 and the metaverse and NFTs and stuff like that. So those are new areas. And this is a question that a business will ask. Well, how do I take advantage of that? How do I, build my business on my brand over there? How do I get the attention? Well, you got to get it now. You got to start now. That's why I'm saying take action. Once you start where you are now, building up your business online and getting your message out, all the things we've been talking about for years on here, that's what you need to do it now, because when you want to go into web 3.0, whatever is in that arena, or it may be NFTs, it may be something else, but you're going to be starting at zero over there. But if you start building everything now, you can take those people with you over there, right?
I was just thinking about that.
Right?
Bring the people to your new address to the.
That's right. That's right. I hear that a lot. Well, how do I got to start someplace new. How do I do that? An example is TikTok. How many we I think at least 2 years before the pandemic started, we was talking about getting your business on TikTok. And here we are 2-3 years later, and I said at least get your name over there.
Right, because we talked about old man Steve. He was over there on
Old man, there's so many old people on TikTok. There's so many non-dancing teenagers. That was the thing I heard. Oh, I don't want to dance. You don't have to. There's lots of people over there that don't dance. What they're doing is getting their message out and getting the attention.
Right.
It's not Gen. It started out Gen Z, yeah, but that's 2019. 2020, 2022 on TikTok means everybody's there. Stake your claim. It's what was the gold? Remember the gold rush of 18 whatever, when everybody rushed out west because there's gold in them hills and people
Yep.
got a pickaxe and a mule
And they was out there too.
and they were out there staking their claim. And we laugh about it now, but a lot of people built their wealth over getting a little whatever and picking and getting gold and starting out. But that's what this is. That's why I use the analogy, the Wild Wild West, the gold rush, all of those things where that land was prairie land, and they built it up.
A little bit of hills, and a lot of the people that made their wealth over there wasn't even in gold.
Nope.
It was in
Nope.
other things.
The opportunity, but the gold rush was the base, the catalyst that everything
it,
built
it
on.
it and it was the thing that attracted the attention, and people went over there looking for gold, and other people found gold in fabric like Levi Strauss.
Yes. That's a good example. So if you don't know the history of Levi Strauss, it was because of the miners out there that went for gold. They needed durable clothing.
Yep.
So and they weren't thinking fashion then. It was like we need durable clothing because we out there in the dirt and we got the it might get caught on something, might get snagged on some metal or whatever. We need and you don't and really you don't have to wash your denim that all that much. That's what it was designed for people. These guys out there, they wasn't no washing machine. Oh, let me wash my jeans every night. Wasn't doing that. They wasn't doing that.
Them jeans was made to stand up when you took them off because you're going back in. They were protection
Yes.
for the people.
Yes, but now it's a fashion statement because we're not digging in the mines, but that's where it came from. So that gold rush, discovery of gold in the West started so many other businesses, but you had to go out and do it. So think about everybody's on the East Coast going, oh well, we got lovely houses, we're nice. We don't want to go out and start from the ground up. It's scary out there. There's the Native Americans, there's the animals, there's this, and somebody went out there and tamed it. Is the bottom line.
They went out there.
They went out there, they tamed it, they raised the land, they flattened the land, put crops, but whatever it is out, they all went out there and did it. They didn't stand back on the East Coast and was like, well, I'm in New York, I'm good. No, they were like, well, let me see, let me take a risk, go out on an adventure. There's opportunity. That's what it is. There was opportunity. So you're gonna have opportunity with Web 3.0, and it's coming. Don't go, oh well, I'm used to posting on my Facebook page and my Facebook. Those things are going to change. Not tomorrow, but they're going to change. So you got to think about, what can I do today that's going to travel with me? And we've been talking about it, branding. What is branding? It's the experience that people have from dealing with your businesses, right. What they say about you when you're not in the room.
Right. And that travels because my hairdresser, I will travel to find him. I'm not going to go to somebody else just because he moved.
That's right.
I'm going to go find him.
That's right.
Where are you? You're over there now? I'm driving wherever he is.
That's right. I think I've told the story before here. I had somebody in Queens years ago. I had to take 2 trains. I would go way out to Queens for her to do my hair because she did it. It was like, okay, it didn't take a long time. She knew what I wanted. She did it perfectly. All I had to do was sit down and close my eyes. And then after 9/11, she decided, to move back to her home country. And it was me and my coworkers, and because my coworker was the one that told me, and we were just crying and like, what we gonna do? Because but that's what you do when you're satisfied, and that's branding. She's not a big corporation, but she had a brand of, you want your hair done, you want it to have it right. There's no muss, no fuss. She know what to do. She's professional. You're in and out. All the things that don't happen when you go to a salon. You're there all day. You might not be happy with, or you get another stylist or what. So many things can happen.
Right.
So you want that. You want to have that. You want your branding to, and when we're talking branding, I'm not talking your Nike or Coke. I'm saying the branding elements that you need to have to stand out. The branding elements. And remember, we said it's not a logo. I mean, that's a part of branding, but that's not the essence of it. That's not the element. So, you got the logo, the colors, the fonts, the imagery, which is your, whatever photo or whatever graphic or, what, that's all a part of it. That travels with you. That's the suitcase. But what goes in that?
That's the identifier. That's so people can know that, okay, that's we know McDonald's because of the arches. Now, if we are connoisseurs of McDonald's, we will go look for their little bat signal.
Right.
But the bat signal has to have some substance behind it. It can't be your bat signal your people are coming to you, like TJ said, because you provided outstanding service. They know what they're going to get from you. And it's like when I go online and I'm looking for somebody I've worked with, I'm looking for their identifier to make sure I'm in the right place.
Yes, that's another part of it, because it may be other businesses with a similar name or whatever. And if you have, this is where your logo comes in on your colors or whatever, they'll recognize it because, hey, There's the McDonald's arches. Hey, there's the Nike swoosh. Hey, there's this, that, the brand identifiers that you associate with.
But you
That,
go to them because of the brand, because of the experience.
mm-hmm.
You just use the identifier to make sure you're at the right
Right, you're in the
location.
right spot because there may be competition that looks like they may use the same colors, maybe in the same name, but how do you know there's identifiers that you have? And yeah, Tim Gillette says, I know McDonald's because they make great fries and the ice cream machine is
It's
always
always broken.
always. But that's the thing. McDonald's was known for their great fries. And they were even better back in the day, Tim, because remember they were using, what were they using?
Real
Palm
potatoes?
oil or something? Something they were using that they had to stop that wasn't healthy. They're still good.
They used
But
to
back
dip
in
it
the
in
day,
beef. I think they dipped it in beef fat or something.
whatever it was the bomb. I remember when I was a kid, the fries.
The
And they had
fries
to
was
change
good.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
the McDonald's fries.
Right. Now they had a corner on them fries because nobody else
Yeah.
touches their fries right
They
now.
had to change it, health reasons. I understand, but back in the day, as a kid, like, Mom, I want to go to McDonald's for the fries.
Yeah, because the burger wasn't all that. It was the fries.
Yeah, because my mom was like, I can make a burger, but I was like, it's not
You
McDonald's.
can't make the fries,
As a
Mom.
kid, you want to go. Everybody going to McDonald's. But see, McDonald's is a great brand that has stood the test of time, and you can go anywhere in the world and you want to eat McDonald's. How do you find it? Well, we have phones. You look on your phone, whatever. But there'll be a big arch. The little golden arches will be out front.
And even on your phone, the identifiers are still there. The red and the gold arch, you're looking for that identifier when you're looking on the app.
I know. You go to Google, say McDonald's near me. It's gonna tell you how to get there. But and the thing I love about it, if you go to McDonald's in another country, there's their language, but you know it because of the signage. You know it because of the signage. And that's very important because and talking about fast food, I wanted to bring up Popeyes, and I'm just because this was the first thing that popped up into my head, and I want to show you. There's identifiers all over this. I thought it was a good example.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say Popeyes, if you don't know what it is, when you come, if you come to the website, you see what? Chicken. And they got shrimp but it's chicken.
Right.
But look at the identifying colors are there. The logo is there.
Yep.
And I want to point out something. If you look at the paper that lines everything, because I notice this when I go to Popeyes, it says love that chicken. This is branding here.
Right.
That's branding. The box, it just says Popeyes.
Right. But it's Popeyes because it says love that chicken because of the colors.
Mm-hmm.
All of those together, and you went there for a particular purpose because they had something that you wanted, so you followed them to whatever that location was to get whatever that was. And they got beignets now. Okay.
Oh, they got beignets? I didn't see that. I was
right over here on the corner.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, it's got bear. I don't like anything in my beignet.
Yeah, we're gonna have a beignet. Just make it without.
I don't like filling in my. I don't like filling in my donuts and anything. That's just me. But I would try them. But I mean, I want you to see when you go to Popeyes, you're gonna know and look at the font. The Popeyes font is particular. That's a special font for them. And
they're not changing that up every week.
No, everything's orange. That is their deal. So you can go, and I went to their Instagram. I really wasn't happy with their Instagram. I do like the website better because it's clean. Everything stands out. It's Popeyes. And another one I want to show you. Let me bring this one up. That when you see the colors and you see the different elements that they put on, you're gonna recognize it. Here's another one. Cash App.
Yeah. Cash App.
It's green. Everything's green. The app's green. And what is their logo?
A dollar sign.
A dollar. Simplicity. What is Cash App? If you know nothing about Cash App, what do? What's got something to do with money?
Right. In Cash App, that you can get money, send money, do whatever you need to do with money, and it's green.
Right. And they got a nice little Twitter. But when I went to their Instagram, let me see if I can bring up their Instagram. Oh, I could have just switched it over. I don't know why I closed it.
And
The inst I look at I go to your Twitter, I go to your Instagram,
mhm.
and I'm looking. Okay, Cash App. And again, it's green.
And and it's consistent across all of them. It's the same green because there's some people they change up their look. At least your picture, if it's you, it needs to be the same picture across all of your
Right.
platforms, so we know it's you.
And here's the website. I love this. The easiest way to send, spend, bank, and invest. Because you know you can buy Bitcoin with Cash App, right?
Mhm.
Did you know that?
You can send
Oh,
money.
how
You
do
can get.
yeah.
You
How,
can cash checks. You can do all kind of stuff on
and
Cash App.
here's the thing. I forgot what YouTube video I was watching, and the person was talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. He was like, it's not. Because the person was like, "Oh, it's difficult to buy Bitcoin. How do you buy Bitcoin?" And he said, "You got Cash App. There's a B on the bottom. Tap it, and you can buy a bit. You won't buy. Maybe you can buy the whole Bitcoin, but you can buy a piece of a Bitcoin."
Right. And you can and then with the Cash App, if you're using your cash card or whatever, you can I can put the boost on there onto the card, and whatever I spend, I get 10% toward Bitcoin. So that's how I've been building up my little Bitcoin. I was like,
That's how you
okay.
do it because it's right here. Send, spend, bank, invest. Buy
Mm-hmm.
stocks and Bitcoin with as little as $1.
Dollar. They're not making it difficult.
No, you are by putting up the roadblock, like we said earlier. I said the people that was staying on the East Coast because they got their little house and their everything's good. They don't want to uproot all that and go to some place land that nothing is built on. It's all dusty. There's
Right.
animals.
And then
There's threats.
they made banking easy where the other banking systems were a little difficult. You know what I mean? It was a
Mm-hmm.
little some now the
Mm-hmm.
banks are trying to catch up with them.
And see, and this is again with the website. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I love this because it's simple. It's simple. The colors stand out. They have their logo. They have their imagery. And it's simple. And the text is simple. It's simple. Pay anyone instantly. Send and receive money anytime, anywhere. It's fast and free. All you need is a cash cat, and that's $ your name. That's all. It's so easy.
A cash tag.
It's so easy. It's so easy. You get a debit card. You can design it into, there's more, there's so much stuff here
Right.
that is, I love the imagery and I love the explanation, the copy. It's not confusing. It's not jargon. It's simple. Buy
Right.
stocks in Bitcoin. Well, who
And
doesn't
when
want
you
to do that?
and if you want and you don't know about stocks, they give you a little tutorial on stocks in English and very easy to understand.
Yeah. Yeah. They even got the little QR code.
Mm-hmm.
And this is branding.
Right. I went to Phil's Coffee. Speaking of branding for Cash App, I went to Phil's Coffee the other day, and they had on their cash register where you could scan the Cash App and just
Mhm.
pay using you scan it and it deducts it from your Cash App. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
see,
Mhm.
no putting the card in.
Right. Right. And see, that's a part of branding, making it it's the customer experience.
Mm-hmm.
You're making it easy and simple. Why? Because if you make a customer jump through hoops and do 12 things just to buy from you, they're gonna stop at hoop number 2. I ain't
Right.
doing this.
Because make it easy for people to pay you.
And
Give,
ask yourself, you've done things that you've gone through and try to buy. If there's like 12 steps, are you buying it?
no.
And not even purchasing. If somebody offers you a freebie, a ebook, a roadmap, or whatever, if there's so many things to fill out, I'm not filling it out.
just give me two things, click, click, and then give me what I asked for. Don't sit up there and have me twirling.
You got their attention. It's like squirrel. You got their attention. Get whatever you want. Get it quick. Email, get it quick. Sale, get it quick. You can do it.
Right.
But it's all a part of branding, of making it easy for the customer to buy from you and making the experience a great one. That's it. That's it. And you got people, there's people out here all complicated, and you got to do this and you got to do brand. I have a whole list of things. You got to brand position and brand promise and brand this and brand. I'm going to tell you simply, make it easy for your customer to buy from you and make the experience as pleasant as possible. If they have an issue and they're angry and then they DM you or email you, be lovely and respond in a lovely way. Because why? You might be able to turn that frown around, and they might be a loyal customer.
Answer the question, solve the problem. Yeah. So that's, and then because you're talking about how to stand out online, do what you promised.
That we skipped that one. First of all, if you promise something, you got to deliver it. It's got to be it, or you're going to hear from them. You're going to hear about it. Well, this is not what you promised. This is not what you said on the website. Cash App, this is not what you said. I can't. They said what it is, and they made it easy to do. And when you do it, you go, oh, that was so easy. That was.
And then if you have a challenge and you fix it, or they fix it, you're inclined to come back.
And Tachi says, yes, do what you promise. It's simple. It's very simple. Can you not do that and deliver?
Yes. Okay. You know my laundry story, right?
Yes. What happened? Let's hear.
Okay. So the first time around, they picked up the clothes, they delivered them back. One item didn't get washed or something. I don't know how that happens when everything was in the same bag. But so they gave me a discount or something, or they couldn't give me a discount because I didn't tell them within 24 hours. I didn't unpack the bag, and
what?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's one. Then the next load, we had them pick it up. It didn't come back for 5 days. It's supposed to come back the next day, not 5 days. Pick it up on one day, bring it back the next day.
Right. Next day service. Yes.
Sure. So that was that. I said, okay, we're going to give them one more try. They picked up my stuff, and we put the whites and the dark in the same bag because I didn't have the official bag yet.
Boy.
And so now on the website, they're supposed to separate the whites and the darks. Them whites came back darker. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
When they come back gray, they tossed everything into the same wash, right? Because you can tell. I'm like, it was whiter when it left my house than when it came back. So I called them and said, okay, this is not right. And so the company, which I believe they're just the person that coordinates everybody.
Yeah.
They said, okay, we'll reach out to the facility and blah, blah, blah. So somebody at the facility apparently told them, we separated him. And I was like, no, this was not separated. And they said, well, we won't be able to refund you, blah, blah, blah. We will give you a $10 discount or $10
on the next service. Yeah, there won't be a next one.
So but I was not going to just take that. So I took my clothes, put them in the bag that they finally gave me. And I went to they messed up and told me where the facility was. So I went over there and I said, okay, when we brought these in, these were white. And I took pictures to show them, and they were still not white. And Dr. Tachi said, no kind of bleach. Nope, they had no bleach. And I told them to use OxyClean. Right? If you use OxyClean,
you gotta tell them to use OxyClean
because you set your preferences before what you want when you do whites. I want them in hot water. Do right? I know that didn't happen. I know how to do
Wow.
laundry. So I'm like, no,
Exactly.
you didn't wash these. So I took them over there. The guy at the counter apologized. We will rewash them. Now we're not talking to the people who coordinate everything. I'm talking directly to the
To the
facility.
mm-hmm.
So we'll take care of it. And and then they said, okay, well, you'll have them back by Monday, because that was on a Thursday or something. I was
Right.
like, okay. They did not come back by Monday.
Wow.
I had to drive over there. Oh, and the bag wasn't there. Oh, the bag must be on the van.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
still didn't get them. And then I drove back over there again. Okay, I'm looking for my clothes now. Oh, the bag is on the van, and then by that time they had dropped it off while I was
While
probably
you were
still,
out, yeah.
yeah. But they had bleach on them this time when they came back.
But all of the steps and the hoops that you got to go through, you're not going to do this again with this company.
No, if I got to drive and drop them off, I'm gonna drive and drop them off at another
You
laundry
could go,
service I
yeah,
used
at
to
another,
use.
yeah, you can have that done somewhere if you drive. But they picked it up, right? They were supposed to do that. Was the convenience of it. I don't want to get in my car and put in the car and go and drive and this and that. I have an app or whatever, the website, and blam blam blam. If I select next day service, I want next day service. You got to promise, you got to deliver what you promise.
And they said on their tagline, "Do life, not laundry." I was like, it was a great.
Well,
It
y'all
was a
making
great tagline.
Yeah, so Taji said, $10 can't even replace one item. Nope. Laziness at best, yes. And then she says, make sure you rate them online. This right here.
Right.
This right here. Because people will search, because I do this. I'm not saying everybody does it, but if you search online or you search Twitter or Facebook or whatever, and the company name, friends messages, her little, her post is gonna pop up of how she's not satisfied. And plus, if they got a Facebook page, I would go to their Facebook page and put it there.
And then you don't want me to put the pictures of how the clothes came back.
I would do it. I would do it.
I was like, really? And then because again, you can tell that this was a separate, it's kind of like Uber for laundry.
Right. Yeah, the service that you use to book the service is not connected to it's not the facility you're talking to. They just outsource it to the facility. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that process has to be perfect.
Right, because you're the person, the service is going to get a bad name because the facility is janky.
Yeah. And Taji says their slogan should be, we make doing life difficult. We make you run around town in your own car trying to find your laundry. Nope. That's
and
not
it's
gonna happen.
And it's in Midtown. So Midtown is not easy to navigate because you got one-way streets.
Right. And it's all industrial. It's an industrial section probably with all.
It's got a lot of, it's kind of like Midtown has got a lot of one-way streets this way, going different directions. So you can't just go straight to a place.
Right.
You got to go up, down, and around.
Okay, you got to go around.
No parking.
And no parking.
No parking.
Hello.
And they do have a drop off in the front, but if somebody else is already there, then you got to go around the block. And I was like, see.
And see, this is a good example of, this is branding. It has nothing to do with a logo. It has nothing to do. I mean, they had a tagline that's wrong. That, what we just, we were talking about McDonald's and Popeyes and Cat. This branding is the customer being satisfied with the service. Which means if I'm not satisfied, I'm going to go everywhere and let everybody know I'm not happy with XYZ laundry service.
Because I haven't mentioned their name yet, because I'm going to go.
Right. I would go everywhere.
I'm going to Twitter on the back channel.
I would do it.
And then I'm still getting text messages
to get service, to get
hey, we'll be in your area. You want to pick up? No.
No, I would take a screenshot of that and put it on Instagram and say, this is I would just go off on them. But that's a part of branding. You gotta have this part of it has to be satisfied. You
Right.
have to have the customer has to be happy. The service has to meet their needs. Like Dr. Tachi said, you have to promise what you deliver. You have to promise it. It has to boom, they did what they were gonna do. Next day service, clean clothes, this and that. They did none of that. I would go and put a list of the, whatever they had listed on their website. Oh, we do this, and I would say nope. You could go on TikTok and go nope, nope.
Nope.
It just everywhere and let them know because people are searching for your brand name, your business name. Even if you're a mom and pop, a little whatever.
Right. And the concept is excellent, but y'all didn't deliver.
Nope.
And then there was, and they do this with other type of companies like house cleaning companies, and you never get the same person twice come to your house. So you got to tell everybody the same thing over again.
But see, if I was that cleaning company, you was and this happened to me. I did something and I got the text message to do the service, and they asked, "Would you want this person again? Yes or no?" And it was real simple. So you could do that to figure out if you're sending out cleaning people, who does the best job? Because the response from the survey is going to be, "Oh, so and so, I love them. They did an excellent job." Blah blah blah, and it was just simple text message.
Right. And it would be great.
That's branding.
Right. And the girl that came to our house the first time to do the cleaning, we wanted her to come back, but she was going to school and she was no longer available. I was like, no.
So, oh yeah, she's Dr. Tachi says TikTok would be an excellent place. Yeah, because you could put up, you could do the split screen with an image of it and then point at it. There's all kind of things, but TikTok, hey, is going to be the end of a bunch of businesses because that's how they're doing ratings and reviews now. I don't have to go to Yelp. Or I definitely would go to Google because I did it the other day for for a sushi delivery, and I was just like, okay, I gave them so many chances. Now I got to put this up on their Google.
So right, because and because Google puts that stuff right there front and center.
Boom. Boom. If you do sushi near me and that restaurant pops up, you're gonna see I wrote a whole thing. I was unhappy. But see, that's where we are now. That's a part of the branding because people are going to not take what you say at face value. They're gonna go online and investigate for themselves. They're gonna look up the reviews. They're gonna see what people are saying about your business because that's where we are now. With business and social media and marketing is great, but now you got to move into branding if you want to stand out because we're moving into Web 3.0. And we said at the top of the hour, how are you going to get those people come over there? Well, you got to have your stuff together right now. And that's branding. And it's not just your pretty pictures. Oh, your pretty logo, that nice green cash. Yeah, but you got to deliver.
Right. It's like moving to a new house. You can't carry that stuff. I was going to say something else that you had all the stuff that's cluttered up in your house.
Right.
You can't bring all that to the new house. No. You need to come to the new house 3.0, bring all your best experiences for your customer, everything that the customer wants. Don't bring the other stuff.
Right. So we're going to talk about this in a little while. So I'm going to show you where, in a little while at 12 noon Eastern time. So we're going to be at TerryJohnsonOnline.live. There's a post on the BizChicks Facebook page that will take you to the next discussion. BizChicks Facebook group, that's another place to find the link. So we're going to talk about this at about 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to talk some more about branding, standing out, and some of the things you want to put in a strategy.
Dr. Tachi said, tell my mother about the thing about moving.
Oh boy, that's funny.
I should do on my real estate channel, what not to bring to your new home.
That's a good idea.
I think I'll do that because don't bring all that stuff. Wow.
Definitely.
So Terry Johnson online.live,
Yep.
you can tune in for more, because you need to take this and begin to act upon the things, and reach out to TJ if you need help getting your brand situated and getting it done. You need to really make an appointment, go see her. Well, I don't think you can fly to New
DM me.
York.
I'm everywhere.
Mhm.
And don't forget BizChicks.net.
Yes, join the community. Come on over. We are making some we're moving furniture, but you can always find us at bizchicks.net, and just come on over, set up your profile. We want to tell other people about you and what it is that you do, so that you can get exposure as well. And then we have training sessions on tech things. Like I had a session with someone yesterday. We figured out a way to help people who do workshops and courses and stuff. The technology has gotten a lot simpler. So we're helping. You can do all that other stuff. You can do what you love to do without the hassle and the hoops of jumping and trying to get your tech together. Okay, what mailing company do I use? All of that has been streamlined. And we found a way to get it streamlined. We're going to have a workshop coming up on that. If you're interested, we will just look for a text. If you're a part of the BizChicks.net community, you'll get a text and or email from us. We got things to help you take the hassle out of your hustle.
There you go.
It should not be difficult for you to get paid.
There you go.
So look for TJ at noon Eastern Standard Time.
9 a.m. Pacific time.
9 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Coach Karen will be in tomorrow, and we are going to have some fun with TJ at noon.
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
The line that Terry says.
Remember to go to the front of your own line.
That's it.
All right. We'll see you real shortly.